period spanning from 1740 to 1830. It was a period of British history spanning the reigns of the first four Hanoverian kings of Britain, all of whom were named George. It follows the brief reign of William IV for 7 years. After that, Victoria ascended the throne at the age of 18 years old, which marked the start of the Victorian period. The Victorian period was ruled by Queen Victoria, spanning from 1839 until her death in 1901. It was the world's first industrial revolution, political reforms, and social change, a railway boom, and the first telephone and telegraph. This era is rumored for its high morals, modesty, and proper decorum, as inspired by Queen Victoria and her husband, Prince Albert.
Victorian society was organized hierarchically, while race, region, religion, and occupation were meaningful aspects of status and identity. The main organizing principles of Victorian society were gender and class. Victorians lived with a sexual double standard. According to that sexual double standard, men wanted and needed sex, while women, they were free of sexual desires and submitted to sex only to pleasure their husband. Victorian gender ideology was based on the doctrine of separate spheres. They stated that men and women were different and were also meant for different things. Men were physically strong, while women were weak. For men, sex was central. For women, reproduction was central. Men were independent, while women were dependent. Men belonged in the public sphere, while women belonged in the private sphere. Men were meant to participate in politics and in paid work, while women, they were meant to run households and family chores. Class was both economic and cultural. It encompassed occupation, income, education, family structure, sexual behavior, and the leisure activities. The Victorian society was divided into nobility, the upper class, the middle class, and the working class.
The Victorian era had many changes and developments in the area of the sphere, from medical to scientific and technological knowledge to location and population growth. Families were largely patriarchal. They encouraged hard work, respectability, social difference, and religious conformity. Politics were important to the Victorians. This age saw the birth and spread of multiple political movements such as organized feminism, socialism, and liberalism.
The literature of the Victorian age started a new period after the Romantic Revival. This literature is preceded by Romanticism and then followed by Romanticism or Realism. Hence, it can also be called a fusion of a romantic and realist way of writing. Together, let us learn more about the Victorian literature. The Victorian age did not only produce two great poets, namely Alfred Lord Tennyson and Robert Browning, but the age is also remarkable for its excellence of its prose.
Industrialization might sound more like an economic development than a literary movement, but Victorians were seeing a lot of major changes, from low booms to first railways to widespread urbanization. In fact, a whole new genre was developing it, the industrial or social novel. Sometimes it's also called the condition of England novel.
Utilitarianism is a big name, but it's got an easy definition. The whole thing boils down to asking one question to make decisions. What will make the people the happiest? Nostalgia. The Victorians had a bad case of nostalgia. They could get wistful and sad about just anything The Victorians were super status conscious. In some novels, they are full of characters figuring out the social landscape so that they can make the ultimate of decisions, whom to marry. Serialization, a publication format that came to dominate the Victorian literary marketplace following its adoption by its marketing master Charles Dickens in the 1830s, is a transcendent form. The Victorians were the first to confront about Darwin's theory of evolution. When his original species came up in 1859, it sparked a lot of debate. Victorian theories about nature worked their way into the lit when things take a turn for the bleak. The woman question. The question of what women could or should do attracted a lot of debate in the Victorian era. From the many novels about governesses to the new woman novels, the woman question was being asked in a lot of different ways. Victorian novels tend to be idealized portraits of difficult lives in which perseverance, hard work, luck, and love win out in the end. Virtue would be rewarded and wrongdoers would be suitably punished. After the upheavals of the Romantic period, the poetry became somewhat institutionalized in the Victorian era. Some poetry, highly regarded at the time, such as Invictus, is now seen as jingoistic and bombastic, but poetry could also be a powerful voice of criticism. The Victorians are sometimes credited with inventing childhood, partly via their efforts to stop child labor and introduction to compulsory education. After the children began to be able to read, the literature for young people became a growth industry. The pre-Victorian Gothic tales of the late 18th century left the Victorian readers a taste for the mysterious and fantastic. These tales often centered with larger-than-life characters or many other fictional characters who had exotic enemies to foil.